it back! I told you this one is mine!
Hey guys, excuse me for a minute. I've had a cold and been sick for like 3 weekends. So if you see me sniffing, just a little sick. But Happy New Year to you guys. I'll tell you what, this is a new year and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll probably leave this show the same. I thought I wasn't gonna do it, but I always want to do the show because I keep reviewing movies. Right now, I'm actually reviewing a movie now called The Holy Relic. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Plus, I got some short films I need to put into the review. So for right now, you guys sit back and enjoy this show. I think this is like almost my 300th episode. I don't know. I got to go back and do the research because I've changed the name a couple times and I don't mind changing the name. I'm gonna keep changing the name till I feel like I'm comfortable with it. So Happy New Year to you guys. And I got 2 good movies for you to check out. If you haven't seen these are both Roger Corman joints. The only thing I think is funny is Roger Corman uses a lot of his stills from his old movies and be put together. I'll be like, isn't that Battle Beyond the Stars? But I don't care. So sit back, guys. Enjoy the show. Thanks for being here. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I think I'm going to try to get 100 subscribers this year. I'm going to try. All right, guys. Sit back and enjoy the show. All right, guys. The first movie is Galaxy of Terror. Sit back and enjoy this review, and then we're going to talk about it.
Just been relocated. It orbits a burned-out star at the edge of the galaxy.
They're out there.
It's been waiting 1 billion years to scare you to death. Trapped in a living maze of terror.
The odds of us getting out of here.
What are the odds? We lose.
Stranded astronauts Edward Albert and Aaron Moran battle hordes of hideous shadow demons, encounter the razor-sharp living glass, brave the pit of doomed souls, just to discover the only way out is death. Galaxy of Terror. The ultimate.
All right, guys, let's get into this review. The first movie is Galaxy of Terror. This had a runtime of 81 minutes. The budget was $1.8 million. The box office was $4 million. This is a 1981 science fiction horror film produced by Roger Corman, one of my favorite producers, and directed by Bruce D. Clark. On a desolate storm-lashed planet called Morgathus, the last survivor of a crashed starship is attacked and killed by an undead crew member. One on another planet and a long distance away, 2 figures are seen playing a strange game. One, an old woman named Mitra, and identified as the controller of the game, while the other name is an obscure character with a glowing red lighted head. Turns out that he is the mystic called Planet Master. Now, this movie is super strange. Mithra is really weird if you know your religion, and the movie is actually very scary. If you never checked out The Planet of Terror, you need to check this out. It's just one of those classic horror films that you get to see, and it's some pretty deep scenes in it, like a rape scene with a giant slug. It brings your fears. I'm not going to tell you, but you need to see this movie. So if you haven't seen Galaxy of Terror, look it up on YouTube and watch it. And if you have watched some of these movies, let me know. All right, guys. The next movie is Dead Space. I'm not talking about the animation. Dead Space with Mark Singer. Now, mind you, this is the guy that did The Beastmaster. So sit back and enjoy this review, then we'll talk about it.
Scientists experimenting in deepest space have released a deadly new life form.
Frank, what's happening?
Where'd you say that distress call was coming from?
From a research lab on the planet Phaebon.
We don't have sufficient reason to terminate the experiment.
Are you telling me this is a false alarm? It is not a monster.
What the hell do you call it?
I think it's time I took a look at your monster.
He's a fool if he thinks he can stop it.
Frank, you're too weak.
I am not weak. I'm dead.
Mark Singer in Dead Space.
All right, I told you guys it's going to be a double deuce of Roger Corman. Dead Space came out in 1991, had a runtime of 72 minutes. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't find the budget because I think this movie didn't really make that much. I don't know. It is a 1991 science fiction film revolving around crew members of a space station orbiting Saturn when they face a killer virus. The movie is a remake of the 1982 Roger Corman produced movie Mutant. Now, this one is... Here's the thing, when they were making the horror movies or the space movies, Aliens was top dog at one time. Aliens was the top dog, and no one else could get close to what Aliens were. I think Galaxy of Terror did. I think Galaxy of Terror kicked that in the ass. And there's other ones like Forbidden, I think, Planet or Forbidden World, that made it too. I even think that's a Roger Corman movie. This is another movie that has you can watch it. It was kind of funny and it had some really gory effects in it. Not like, I think it's Forbidden Planet or Galaxy of Terror, but it was, you could tell it was just kind of a man-made movie. This is really funny. If you haven't seen it, I do like, Mark Singer. He's the guy who did Beastmaster. He was in it. I might be wrong. Don't, correct me if I'm always wrong. It don't matter to me. But this was another movie, that I watched. Now, a lot of these movies, some of them I've seen, some of them I haven't. I review them all the time. This is why I do this show, because I love to review movies. It's one thing I could do when I can sit down and get away from doing my businesses and all the other stuff I do. So if you haven't seen Dead Space, it's another Roger Corman movie. You can check it out on YouTube. I guarantee you enjoy it. I think Darkseid might be putting his 2 cents in today. Don't know. We'll find out.
Round 1. Fight.
This is mad. This is mad.
Thanos reigns.
Round 2. Fight.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the Comic Block. Again, I kind of bring the Comic Block in. I pull it out. I just kind of do it when I feel like it. But today I'm going to talk about 2 kind of obscure characters out of the Marvel Universe. Sit back and enjoy, guys. The Comic Block. All right, guys, the first character I'm going to talk about, his name is Maggot. It is a Marvel Comics superhero who was briefly a member of X-Men. A flamboyant South African mutant who spoke exaggerated Afrikaans slang, Maggot was advertised as one of the strangest X-Men. His digestive system took on the form of 2 slugs, which could eat through practically any substance after feeding the slugs. They regenerated back to his abdomen and passed their nourishments onto him to give him incredible power. I've never heard of this character. I told you sometimes I look up characters just to see. If you've seen Maggot, you're a lucky person. I haven't. To the next character. Alright guys, this one's not as obscure. I know some about this character, but his name is Stiltman. It is a different fictional supervillain appearing in American comics books published by Marvel Comics. Let's see. He battled Daredevil, and it was seemingly shrunk into nothingness when he was accidentally hit by an experimental molecular condenser ray. His return from limbo like I don't know what that says, microverse, that's what it is, was later recounted, and he attempted to help Leapfrog escape from the custody. Stiltman was defeated by Daredevil again, but was helped to escape by Mass Marauder. I knew a little bit about this character, but I didn't know that he was shrunk. I knew of what the character is, and I think that's pretty neat. But again, Comic Block is just to throw stuff in there because I'm still kind of a geek in my own way. So I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Let's get to the next segment.
Okay guys, this is Darkseid here, coming from my planet Acropolis. I think the show is great, and I've always enjoyed it. I just had a lot of time out conquering other planets. Now that I am back, on the next show, I will do a review on something. Damn you, Superman. I'm sorry. Damn you, Nassim. Alright. Well, tune in next time, guys, or I'll make you pay.